It's time! Rodimus Prime Reviews! Going hard, Panther! Here comes the latest review by Rodimus Prime!
Good day everyone, this is John at Rodimus Prime Reviews. As always, wishing you all the very best. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe if you like and enjoy the content I provide, which I thoroughly hope you do. And also feel free to click that notification bell for latest content. Well, here we are today. I didn't think I was going to get this. I thought I'd done my reviews for the year, but then thanks to my full-time job, they gave me a £50 Amazon voucher. I paid the £8 extra. I got this bad guy. You know, he's alright. He's, well, we'll get into it. I see why there's a lot of negativity about him, but it's definitely a unique figure. It's good, and we'll get into that in a minute, and we'll see. I'll show you everything about it in a minute. So let's first of all look at him. As you can see, this is old Roddy himself spinning around here, just looking like he's basically clinging on to dear life at the front. Yes, I will say this, it's a nice thing. You do get a bag full of bluish effects and everything, which is always great, and his guns and the sword, and you get this like tractor thing, which they couldn't even be bothered for the commander class to give it proper wheels, which really annoys the hell out of me, but we'll get to that in a minute. And again, you get the obligatory, oh look, we can't bother to give you a new card, here's Dinobot again, thanks, no thanks, got loads. And you get like a mini catalogue of instructions. So this is the bag of bluish. Like I say, we'll move it out of the way, move Roddy out of the way, roll out over there. Can hardly fit the box in, so I'm going to lift my camera up, so bear with me. So as you can see, this is the box. There's Rodimus Prime, Takara Tomy, Transform Generations, Kingdom, Wolf Soundtrack, A+ Hasbro. It has all the faction bit there, blah blah blah, yakety yakety. You got an even better picture of Roddy there, polluting the atmosphere. And here you go, converts to 34 steps. Shows you he comes with clear, but he comes with smoked, I think. It's like black, yeah. So basically, they show you it comes with clear. There is a third-party company that's doing the clear, so surely he should have come with clear. And then it shows you there it comes with black. Mind mess. Let's get to it. See what's inside. You've seen the packaging. Bish bash bosh. Move that out of the way. Excuse me while the camera gets centered again. So here we go. So I'm going to take him off of there. Turn off the turntable. Ah, cameras fell. Really got to sort my wires out. Too many wires. Too many wires, not enough time. My tripod decided. So focus. There we go. Focus. There we go. Right. So as you can see, I'll tell you straight away off the bat, I don't like this. It basically, I had the if you've seen my Mech Fan Toys Flame Commander, the Rodimus version, a million times better than this. His pants does not tap together, or if it does, it pops apart. You know, I managed to get it to go together a bit better that time for the cameras, made me look a fibber, but I see what people are on about. I do like this, a little touch here with the hydraulics on the tailgate, where you can connect it to your Battle Masters and, you know, like little, is it Sliver Fang and all that, and your Optimus other trailer, which I do have, but I don't have it with me. But you can see here, he can fit something, I think it's like Sideswipe or something, can fit inside, so that is good. That is good on that. But like here, they just give you like a tray, which, storage I suppose. Then you pull that down, flick it back up. But then you do have this tray underneath. Now this is a good gimmick. That's the thing that's peeing me off, is that. But you see it, you can peg his weapons in, peg them in properly, hide it away. It's a storage. It's awesome in that sense, which is always good. So as you can see, he's just like basically clicked on the front. The colours are amazing, I'll give them that. Apart from they couldn't be bothered to paint damn silver. And unless you force it down by hand, on mine, don't know if it's anybody else's, these wheels don't engage. So there's something not right there, because you should be able to engage all wheels in my eyes. And that, as you've just seen there, this wheel, as you can see, is trying to break off. Or something through transformation, I don't know. But it's really pissing me off, because every time I do something with it, it just keeps flipping off. So if you're a bit gentle with it, it's not No, it's done it again. I'll be honest, it's not Hasbro's finest. I wouldn't have paid full Commander Class for it. This is going to be one of my quickest reviews because I'm not going to waste your time. To be honest, if you want a hot rod, just for an action figure posing on your shelf, get the Studio Series, this bad boy. He had his faults, but I never bothered transforming him because obviously his shoulders look weak as ass. And if you saw my review, again, they've done the same on this apparently. The shoulders are rubbish. I don't like that. It should be like Primes, where they're on a joint there. That is better, stronger, gonna last you longer. That is weak as anything. But they're used for display. That is the best hot rod. But this is about rodimus. So, as you can see, mine has this issue where that's it clicked in. Well, that's pants. It's not solid. I think that should have gone back there. You shouldn't be able to see that. And for me, that should have clicked onto that. I don't care what anyone says. That should have been there. That cab should have been all the way back here. So they've done that, done us wrong there. They've just basically gone, look, let's just do a bigger rehash of the Studio Series / I think it was the Power of the Primes version. Let's just mix it up, click him in. But to be honest, I think that went together better than this. But it does look a bit more G1-esque. But it's just let it down because obviously that to me should have been all the way back. But let's look at the colours. Let's take this off. We'll just look at the trailer. It's got these spring-loaded things. As I said, if you've seen the Mech Fan Toy one I did, that's way better than this. If you're into that, but for a Chuck version, it's not bad. But you get loads of people, and I respect everyone's opinions. Friends and strangers saying, "Oh, you're paying for this, you're paying for that." No, you're paying for a Chuck. It should have been nearly 90 quid. No way was this worth 90 quid. 58, I would refuse to pay it. But the fact is, like I said, I had an Amazon voucher, 50 quid. It cost me £18, you know, from the thing. But look at that. I mean, look, his wheel, just Hasbro's QC is amaze balls. Look, you've got to be delicate, like a little flower with it. Because if you don't, look, there you go. It slipped off again. And he's got a dodgy wheel. Looks mistransformed, but if you want to just use them as a little hot rod, you can. But it's got the nice Autobot symbol, and there you go. Look, it's popped apart. It doesn't stay together, but it does have these features. I'm sorry if you're looking at this for a glowing review. I would not pay full price for it. It's pants. I'm going to tell you it straight. But for what it is, you know, it's, you know, you pay for this. This is probably just going to be chucked in a box somewhere, and it's just going to be displayed in robot mode. So, right here, we'll open these. It's like I had such high hopes for this. I was going to show you all like comparisons of everything. And look, you get this massive bluish effect, which yeah, it's nice. So I haven't got one like that. I'm guessing this is for his guns, which collapsed into that for some reason. Why? Don't know. But there you go. You can boop boop bang bang. You can make him look like it's got nail varnished smoke. But see, I do like the fact. I think the reason they've charged what they charged is because they're going, oh look, we're giving you all this. Nice matrix burst there. Yeah, that's nice, excellent, you know. But third party kits do this stuff. I can't even get that chopper out. Here we go. So I'm guessing that's so when he's in bot mode you can. Oh my days. There you go, so you can have it on there if you want to, don't know why, but options are there. It's got ports on the side, again you can make it go, don't look at me, I have my sword. And you can have old Roddy's gun on the side. You can do that, so again that's an option. As always, options are great. But let's get all this out of the way. I'm going to transform him and bring him back, and then I'll be back with you, so I hope you'll join me. Yeah. And welcome back. After 25 minutes of roughing my hands up, nearly breaking it, having to shave bits off it with a nail file. My God, never again. This bot, how solid it is together now, it will never transform again. And I ain't bothered because I only want it in robot mode anyway. But Jesus, Mary Joseph and the wee donkey. This is Rodimus after a stress. I'm that stressed I'm tempted not to carry on after transforming him, but I shall. As the professional I am, I will carry on to the end to show you the truth of this bot. So, yeah, as you can see, there's bits and bobs all over my table where I've had to use a nail file. There's some clips that go in here. Let's put you an extra light on. In there, it's that black clip. You can't be without it or he collapses apart. I had to shave it with a nail file. Nice and pink. I had to use that to get that to go in there. Thought, oh, this is alright. Then that chuffer wouldn't go in. Oh my days. Then that wouldn't click in. It's supposed to be there. It was up here. I was like, oh man, I'm just going to send it back and say it's faulty. It wasn't. It was just me getting annoyed at it. But seriously, unless you're going to have it posed as an action figure like this, do not transform it. May as well be an action master. Jesus Christ. You know, it's terrible. It feels like it's going to snap. I'm impressed that the blue translucent, you know, this canopy didn't snap because I bent it that many times trying to get it to go in. I was being gentle with it and everything, and it was a nightmare. These are a pain in the bum to click in. I'm sorry, but there's loads of negatives. There's 6 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry, but I would not have paid 100 quid. If I paid 100 quid for this, it would have been going straight back to the retailer. Would have gone, that's rubbish. Qualities, it's not worth it. But people go, oh, you pay for masterpieces. Like, no, you pay for a quality figure that, you know, is enjoyable for collectors and for kids alike. I mean, let's be honest, they made these for the us lot, not for the kids, because we remember Rodimus and all that. None of these characters were in the new show. These were purely for us G1ers. But this is him. So I'm going to do a comparison next to Optimus, my Kingdom / it's same as Earthrise. Optimus, see, look, there you go, as comparison scale, and there you go. So there he is there, and little loose legged, who always has a massive place in my heart. I thought this little Hot Roddy was annoying to transform. Dear God, he was a pain in the ass. But as you can see, he's all grown up. You know what I mean? Definitely grows up into a bigger size. But yeah, so let's have a look at him in bot mode. The paint on it's good. This is greyish black plastic. See the detail on it? It's very nice. You've got some nice detail in his legs. Do like the detail on it. The detail on him is fantastic. I have feelings this will snap eventually if you keep trying to click it into that useless trailer, which a lot of people have said they will just chuck in the box. Me too. It will not be used. But yeah, you've got nice paint there. You've got his guns there, and because you're paying all this money for Commander Class, at least they gave you finger rotation. These 3 fingers move together and that one moves on its own, so we can do the iconic "This is the end of the road, Galvatron." So he can do the point, but it feels a solid figure, you know what I mean? It's nice once he's transformed, but my God, he's a bugger to transform. So let's go on to articulation, shall we? Why not? So you can kick forward like that, back like that, even like that, because he's got double knee joint, and the other leg's the same. He can get his legs forwards like that, so it's like having a turd in a bush or something. We're doing a massive jump, but you can make him do some posing, like he's sliding, breakdancing. Dare be stupid, do 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 do. Dare be stupid, I say what I say. Dare be stupid. Yeah. See, so we can do all that. But sorry, I was just getting carried away. Get my own back on the little bugger for being a pain in the ass to transform. But you can't do the full splits, but you can get that much, so you can get enough for articulation. He has his little flaps there that move. His head can look up and go squill. can look down that much. It is on a ball joint, but you don't get much. You can get a little bit of a rock go on. You can turn his head left and right, and he's got nice blue on the eyes. Let's get. See, he has got nice blue on the eyes, and he has got the same annoying shoulders as Hot Rod. Double jointed elbow. Can twist at the elbow. He has wrist rotation and the articulated figures that I've already told you, and he has a butterfly joint, so you can get a bit forward and back. So that aside, he's awesome like that. Just don't transform him. And then here comes the thing that they charged everybody all the money for. I'm not bitter. But you know, you can have that there. That's the trailer. As I say, if you see my Mech Fan Toys review, you'll see that it's very similar. See, you can obviously, because he has them marks on his hands, you can get his hands on here like the G1, and he can blast the crap out of some deceptive creeps. And as always, blast effects are these bluish compatible blast effects things. You can put them on the nice paint on the cannons, as you can see, it looks amazing. You can put them on there, and he can go pew 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 pew, and there you go. But that's a gimmick you can have. And I did mention, excuse me, been a busy day at work, a bit tired, but yeah, what I didn't mention, no, we can't pin it, is this. It's got a nice ratchet in it, and when it's like that or like that, whichever way you do it, that's it. Put that on there. Oh no, it was there. Either way, I think don't matter. You can, if you put that pin on it, lock this in here in trailer mode. So if you want to store it away in there, you can. And there you go. Just be careful when you're transforming it, because that's on a loose spring. You will break it. Make sure they're lifted out when you transform that. But as I say, it has all the storage points. But I will show you this before I open it again. See here, hang on, I've just told you to do that, and I did it myself. Here you have all your points where, like, your gun, sword, do that down there, see if you can. Well, obviously if you didn't have that in there, you can store them in there, but so see, mine does tab together a little bit better than some of the others I've seen on reviews and that, but let's have a look at some of the blast effects and that he comes with. As you've already seen, 2 of these, but we'll look at the sword of, I think it's the sword of Primus. As you can see, nice silver, as it says there, you can move it in and out, but I think that's so you can have it, if you want to have it on his, store it there. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's an option, and as always, options are amazing. But now he's in this mode, you can make him a bit like the last night, you know, have his cannon in his hand, like Optimus when he carried his sword on his back. All these gimmicks. Because he can turn his wrist, you can get some almost dynamic posing in there. See, look, you can get him like looking at you and say, I'm going to shoot you, Galvatron. And you got that on the end. Or you can go for, if I hold it, and there you go. But yeah, that's all them bits, and obviously for some reason, like I say, that does fold up, so I think that's so you can put, if you want the sword, put the sword in his hand, just put his gun there. I'll show you his sword in his hand. Obviously you have to open his hands to get the there you go, put that up. He's got the sword so he can go and kick some butt. Sword, where's know, it's pretty cool in them senses, but I haven't showed you everything yet. I've tried to make this review as quick as I can. You see, you can make him do smog, you can pollute the air and distract the Decepticons with his noxious gas. See, so he could do like a shoot out smoke, but obviously that's for mostly for when he's in that mode, really. When he's at dirty. This was all in the 80s, as you can tell, way before everybody got on the economical saving the wagon sort of thing, which we all should save the environment. It's our home. But you see here, you can have all these plugged into the side of the trailer. I dropped it off. Oh my days, the other buggers fell off now. But yeah, I always like to be honest, and I'm sorry it's a bit of a disappointing review, but you know, I had such high hopes for it, and it's let me down in some ways it hasn't. See, there you go, you can have it like he's being shot at, you can put them onto rodimus, so you can make him look like just been shot in the side. But all that aside, there is another feature. He does have, I believe it's the same one that Hot Rod came with, but I do like it. I don't know if it might be a slightly different colour actually, but I do like the gold on it, and do believe this Arise Rodimus Prime Optimus moment we had. See, my camera has gone blurry again. Have I got some mank on the camera? Let's have a look. There we go. So you can, through the magic of articulation, get his finger in there. Arise, Rodimus Prime. So you can make him do the, like I say, the Optimus, and he transcends into Rodimus. Like I say, he is an awesome figure. Does come with a lot of bang, a lot of bluish effects and everything. But I'm going to tell you in my final thoughts exactly what I think. Hope you'll join. And welcome back. So time for my final thoughts. So this has been the Commander class action figure transformer review of Rodimus Prime, and I was a bit hesitant to get it, and because of everything else I'd seen from other reviewers and other people in forums, I was quite correct in the reasons that I was put off buying him. But I wouldn't have paid full £100 for him. No way. No way. Especially when you can get like Titan Arc for that at the minute. But as a figure like this, once you can get the chuffer transform, like I said, I had to shave off the other side here with there's a black clip. I had to use a nail file just to gently piece it a bit at a time. Took about 15 minutes that, and then I couldn't get that to line up. Felt like I was going to snap it. Thankfully, the blue translucent plastic didn't snap, but he'll never be transformed again, which doesn't bother me because I have him as a robot stood on the shelf anyway in my display. But it's the fact it does come with a lot of things. You get a shed load of blast effects, you know, you get the two smoggy things, even though on the back one picture shows you clear, the next minute shows you black. Would have been nice to have had that. I don't like the fact that when he's in vehicle mode it doesn't click all the way in. It's gappy. Nah. I don't like the fact they didn't bother to paint these silver, but I can let off because I can sort that with a silver pen. Like if you saw my Golden Disc Pterosaur review, please check that out. I am in the playlist. I am going to get a silver pen, and I'm going to take my time on Pterosaur and do his little bits and bobs where he needs that. But again, just a simple inclusion of this card. Again, they couldn't be bothered. Hasbro couldn't be bothered to give us a new card, which has annoyed me. But I got this, as I said, my employer gave me an Amazon voucher card. Thank you to them, and I managed to pick it up. I only had to pay 18 towards it. I wouldn't have paid £68 for it. Even that's too much, because that isn't going to get used. The blast effects might get used in some reviews or in poses when I've got them on the shelf. That's just going to get probably left in the studio down here, not get used. But Rodimus will be upstairs and stay in robot mode, which is what I wanted him for. But I do like the fact he comes with bits and bobs and all that, and I do like the hand articulation, so you can do the "it's the end of the road, Galvatron." But I was hesitant because, as I said earlier, the shoulders on this one, on them joints, the yellow and grey joints, he feels really light and weak. He is heavy and solid, and his joints on his shoulders, touch wood, bonk bonk, feel solid, so I hope he's alright. But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And I'm sorry if each of you know, people go, I pay for Masterpiece. No, you pay. They've charged us more because they've given us a load of blast effects, which third-party company would have sold us for like 10 quid. You didn't need all that. They should have made it more fluent, smoother to transform. These back bits don't want to click in. They're a bugger to get on. The package says they're clear. They've turned up black. You know, that I can live with. But the fact of the matter is, the trailer doesn't click in. The cab's too far forward. As I said, please feel free to check out my Mech Fan Toys figure review, because the cab on that was perfect. If anything, that was a little bit short, but I'd rather it have been short than sticking out, because it clearly on this just looks like hot rods attached to a trailer. But when he was a Winnebago, you know, it looked like a Winnebago. But I do like the flames and the paint. There is some pros, so I'm going to get 6 out of 10. But as I say, it's going on Amazon for 68 at the moment. I got it for way less than that because, as I said, I wouldn't advise buying it unless you really love the character. I got it because I love the character. But if you want it to transform, don't buy it. Get the Mech Fan Toy one. But yeah, but he's definitely a good one. I'm glad I got him. But as I say, if it wasn't for the fact my employer gave me an Amazon voucher, I wouldn't have brought him, because I wouldn't have had the money to do it, 2, wanted to use that money because I think of better things to spend that on. But he is worth it if you like the character. You may find a different one. Yours may not have QC issues like mine. As we know, Hasbro keep producing them with QC issues, but I do like the glossy paint and everything, so I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. So this has been John Bot, Optimus Prime Reviews, reviewing the Commander Class Rodimus Prime Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy figure. And yep, so please take care of yourselves. This will be my last video before Christmas. Don't know if it's the last one of the year yet, because I haven't heard about Tigertron yet, but if he comes, it'll probably be in the new year. So this most likely will be my last review. I may have a new What's New go up, but this is going to be my last review. So as you can see, it's come off the bloody leg there. Oh, he's fell off. So this is John Bot, Optimus Prime Review, saying thanks for coming and watching and joining me for the last 2 years. Please keep coming, share, subscribe, help the channel, join the TikTok Optimus Prime Reviews, please, and the Facebook group. So this is John Bot saying thanks for coming. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, be safe, love each other, take care, till all toy lovers are one. Scooby-Doo ended. Ho ho ho!